Hello everyone, and you're watching Bitcoin Bubble News channel. We think the price of Bitcoin will go up. I think our bull case is $1.5 million. It's the same reason younger people like our strategies, they know we're doing the study and know this is how the world is going to work, so they're okay with the volatility. And our strategies have been very volatile lately. Young people are stronger now because of the Bitcoin trend. I've been waiting for this since 1971 when the gold window closed. They like our strategies because they know we do the study and that's how the world is going to work. This is also why younger people like them, even though they put up with the volatility and ours has been very volatile lately. They will do the right thing, which is fine no matter how they do it. I found that the Bitcoin movement has made young people stronger in terms of our approach. We should never have kept the assets we have in the old world, except for the younger people who are coming in and those who are very interested in study and how the world will work, not how it has worked. We are living through the most disruptive idea in history. Bitcoin is a great example of this. Cathie Wood makes a great analogy in this interesting movie about how Bitcoin could be the future of safe money for everyone. It's how she got started with Bitcoin, and she goes into great detail about why she thinks the price of Bitcoin will go up by 2030. Cathie sees Bitcoin as more than just a computer thing. This is a completely new idea that could change the way the world's banking system works. When President Woodrow Wilson signed the Federal Reserve Act in 1913 ending decentralized finance, she says that money has been controlled ever since. To change that, Cathie thinks Bitcoin is the key, making it a strong force for the future and future generations. Please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on post alerts so you can see more videos like this as we bring them to you. Add your ideas, comments, and observations to the conversation by writing them in the box below. Everything you do is good for the YouTube system and helps the channel grow a lot. Thanks and have fun with the movie. He said, "This is what I've been waiting for since 1971. When the gold window closed, I thought, wow, that's a great idea." This was when Bitcoin was worth $6 billion. Back then, we called it network value, but I think most people now just call it value. That time, the market cap was $6 billion. What size could this be? How much money does the US have? It was $4.5 trillion back then. It's about 7 or a little over $7 trillion now. I thought, wow, that's a great idea. While we were researching GBDC, they were so eager for us to buy that they let us look at their books. Our safety team wouldn't let anything happen unless they knew everything that could go wrong, so we saw it all. We had to get permission from the New York Stock Exchange to add it to the ETF. They said, okay, up to 1%. Cathie Wood is sure that the 21 million limit on Bitcoin supply can't be changed. And that's exactly what has made its value soar over the last 15 years. Bitcoin has done much better than many stocks and commodities during this time with growth that has amazed many. Cathie thinks that Bitcoin will reach $1.5 million by 2030, and this hard to change limit is the main reason for her big estimate. This lack of availability and unmatched speed makes her even more sure about Bitcoin's future. Let's watch some more movie clips. We've been talking about this since the beginning. After trying to make sense of what our study says will happen, I think our bull case is $1.5 million. After all, we are saying that we think the price of Bitcoin will rise. Let's go. As we move towards the system you talked about, art, we can already see that the instability is going down. The price changes were crazy when the network value or market cap was $6 billion. Things are becoming less volatile though. How far away do you think the world you're talking about is? That price goal is what we think it will be in 2030. What will the talk be like after that? I know that the core coders will not change those 21 million units, that's why. As of January 2024, the Federal Reserve approved 11 spot Bitcoin ETFs. This has made Bitcoin much more useful in the financial market. Cathie Wood had some wise things to say when asked what she thought about the Bitcoin ETF and how Wall Street's view was changing. Here's what Cathie had to say about how this change will affect Bitcoin in the future of business. It was very important that Larry Fink changed his mind. That was a moment. Remember that he spoke badly about Bitcoin for years, mainly because it was bad for the environment. The most interesting thing about it is that it hasn't really hit yet because of the big platforms which we call wirehouses. That means UBS, Morgan Stanley, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, Merrill Lynch, and LPL would all be separate. No one has given them permission to use the site. Cathie Wood thinks this is a very important time because big banks like Wells Fargo are starting to accept Bitcoin. Cathie says that these organizations are keeping a close eye on how Bitcoin derivatives grow and attract more people into the crypto space. Wells Fargo, in particular, said in September that it would start offering Bitcoin ETFs to its clients, while the Kamala Harris team has begun taking Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies as donations. When Cathie thinks about what has changed since her last report, she says it so well. All of them are waiting in queue for one place to let them go. Let's watch some more parts of the movie again. The most forward thinking of them all told us we need 3 to 6 months. Okay, so it's been 6 months. I'm sure when the price hit 70, they thought, oh no, we can't put this. This is too volatile. This is not good for our business. We are going to wait for a fix. They thought the reversal would be deeper than it was. It was there right after start, but no one jumped on it. And it's still not there, which I find interesting. I believe they are still trying to understand it. Most likely they need to hire experts to help them. Unless they do, it's on the management team's backs. This is the risk they take. I believe they will need to set up some machinery. That's beginning to become clear. There is also a rise in client desire, which is a good sign. That will get the people in charge to put money into the study team. So this can happen. This is a slow process. But even though it looks like a huge success, it hasn't even started yet. All of this makes the market more liquid, which is a big part of what they're studying right now. How much money is in this market? Do we need to use derivatives? We are going to wait for straight. That is, they will use, I think the others will go quickly after the first one. I'm not sure if they will have to wait another 6 to 9 months for derivatives. Perhaps I believe someone will act too quickly before then, since it has become such an important topic in the campaign. And you have, former President Trump taking crypto funds. Wow, that was a surprise. But he said he would protect the right to self-custody. A big deal in this town, right? Really, really, really big. Putting the miners first and saying, yes, America first, yes, they need to be here. That's great. That was great. That's when things really got interesting in Congress. The Financial Innovation Technology of the 21st Century Act, or FIC-21, got 70 to 76 or 78 Democratic votes in the House. No one on Wall Street thought that would happen. It's possible that what I just said is now common sense, but I still think that was a big deal. The financial markets are waiting for signs that say, okay, everything is fine to go, you can leave. This video is over. We talked a lot about Cathie Wood and her bold prediction that it will hit 1.5 million by 2030. From her view on Bitcoin's big picture potential to the wave of upcoming adoptions driven by careful research and analysis, it's clear that BTC has a bright future ahead of it. You might have learned something from Cathie's words. Please let us know what you think about this movie. Leave your thoughts and notes below.